Well, hello, everybody. It's Mike the Safe Ride Squatch. We're finally done the show. It's been 4 days of amazing fun. But there's one thing that's kind of weird about it. Well, the weird thing is, I hate to say this, well, we've kind of lost Josh. We left the cup at about 6 o'clock, and Adam and I drove over to my house, and I don't know, we can't find the pot squatch. We're not really sure where he is. Um, we actually left the cup, and somebody had said he walked off sort of in a northerly direction. So we drove around kind of looking for him. But so far, no Squatch. It's kind of disturbing. But anyway, we're hoping he's going to surface here quite quickly. We've had a wonderful day at the show, and wait a minute. Oh, here he is. Hang on a second. I think he's in the building. Let's see if we can turn the camera on and look the other way. It's not going to cooperate with me. Well, I have another plan. If I turn around like this, yeah. There he is.
Fucker left my ass. I went out for a cigarette and have a can of beer. And then Mikey here fucking left Pot Squatch out in the bloody cold. You know, the event goes, Mike's there. He saw it. We got Russian judged. And he knew that I was at least just looking coming forward back to do the damn Sunday Night Live show. And now he's listening to my own ass on his own phone, so I get to hear the echo of my voice in live time. Thanks a lot, you dick.
Quit your fucking sniveling. I thought I lost you completely. I'm just glad to see you alive.
Well, luckily it's very flat
man,
here, so eventually I was able to figure it out.
They told us at the show that you went to the north, and we went looking for you. You left in a northerly direction.
Well,
he had him in his pickup truck with the searchlights on.
Guess
We're
what?
trying to find him.
It's a little bit easier when a pot squatch in the woods. There's landmarks. When it's fucking flat as shit like Saskatchewan, especially in Saskatoon where I am right now, it's a little bit hard to figure it out.
It's not like your brothers were out there trying to find you, brother.
Bullshit, you've been sitting here the whole time, you fucking asshole.
You're right, actually. We came home and had a couple of
Don't worry, everybody. Welcome to Sunday Night Live. Yes, we did a little sketch for you. We aren't stoned, and we thought it'd be funny. I actually scraped that snow off the back of Mike's deck there. Called his dick. Okay, now I'm going to scroll up and go say hi to everybody. What's up, Range 85? Welcome to the Sunday Night Live show from Saskatoon. What's up, Brian? How you doing, baby? What's up, James Scanlon? What's up, Cannabis Cowboy? What's up, Nicole Landman? What's up, Michael Montgomery? What's up, Range 85? Again. What's up, Lobster Boy? What's up, Adam Squatch in the hizzy? Please don't crash while you're driving. What's up, Chris the Phenomenon? What's up? I think that's everyone. No, the man's here. What's up? Michael Hanna, baby. Michael Hanna, you're welcome to unsubscribe. I'm not for everyone, my friend, and I wish the best with you. May your journey in the land of trying to learn to grow the weed titties go well. I'm not for everyone, and that's okay. I wish you the best. Have fun without being part of the army. Anyway, back to the show and the rest of you that actually matter then. What's up, Sam Squash 68? What's up, Felicia Casper, Skippy Limpy? What's up, Patterson Motorsports? What's up, High Goals 420? What's up, Raymond Edward Evans? What's up? What's up, Bert McBurney? Oh, you didn't miss anything other than, me and Mike did a little sketch for fun. So, I put a bunch of snow in my beard and we pretended that, Mike left me at the Prairie Cannabis Cup. And I made my way back through the frozen wasteland of Saskatoon, you know what I'm saying? So, but no, it was cool. Turns out someone is not into the content anymore, and, well, that's okay. Sayonara. But I genuinely miss you the best. I don't take it personally. I'm not for everyone. Can't keep everybody happy. The second you accept that, then you will go far. It was a really fun day today. Doing the sort of final day there at the Saskatoon Harvest Prairie Cannabis Cup. It was pretty cool seeing the final events. Adam Squatch You did great, bud. You tied Dab Jesus. Dab Jesus and Adam Squatch tied. So Adam Squatch tied with Jesus. And well, when someone's called Dab Jesus, that's pretty good to tie with them, I'd say. So Adam Squatch, you did the army proud, my friend, in the Iron Lung. And me and Adam Squatch valiantly went in there into trying to do the dab synchronized routine. We had actually developed it to be facing each other. And the last minute before, we found out like 30 seconds while we were streaming. I was like, okay, we're going to have to like redo this. We're going to have to do another way. It's going to be okay. We're just going to do it this way, and we'll do it this way and this way and that way instead. And, we were robbed. We got Russian judged, as it happens to many Canadians. And, it's okay. It was all for fun anyway. We had a lot of fun. But, we should have gotten silver, everybody. Look at the damn video. And they stole our fucking finish and put a kiss on it. And that they shouldn't have gotten silver. But that's okay. They were really cute. They were our new friends. We really liked them. So I'm glad they won. And we were happy for everybody. And we still got a medal, yo. That's right. We got a bronze medal. Me and Adam Squatch. And given that we kind of, watch the footage. I mean, you be the judge. I mean, I didn't think it until Mike kind of pointed out. I came out for a beer and Mike was like, dude, watch this though. I actually think you guys should have at least gotten silver. But who knows? It was our first time doing any of these events. We were just honored to be part of it. And we had a hell of a lot of fun down at the Prairie Cannabis Cup. And it was pretty cool. So we did get robbed, Adam. We got robbed. Everyone, that was all live streamed. You can go back and watch the footage, and you can be the judge of that. I'm sure Adam's still wearing his bronze medal, though. That's right. The bronze medal at the Canadian Weed Olympics in synchronized dabbing. That's kind of cool. It's fun. You know what I'm saying, Mike? What do you think, man? I think that's pretty cool.
I think we had a hell of a time, and I think it was just a wonderful experience for all of us. That's what I think.
Lobster Boy agrees that we were robbed. Lobster Boy thinks we did good. But
it was Russian judging.
Yeah, no, it's okay.
Russian judging.
But you know what? I had a lot of fun regardless. I think it was a great event. It was our first event publicly ever going to something with the lights as the pot squatches. Big shout out, though, to the whole team that put on the Prairie Harvest Medicinal Cannabis Cup.
Absolutely.
Big shout out to Jeff.
Jeff, who organized it.
Yeah, man. Thank you, Jeff, and everybody else. We had so much fucking fun.
And there was a lot of love from the people.
There was.
All around.
There was.
Very, very cool.
It was a very awesome vibe, and it just meeting really cool Canadians from all over the country. I really personally enjoyed as well meeting the Dab skincare team. We did a video with her. She taught us a bunch of shit.
Go and check that one out.
They're badasses. They're shipping all over the world, so they're doing their thing. So check out their website. We met them today.
They got a lot of different product line there, and it's all skin related or skin health related from your mouth to your toes. So yeah, no, definitely check them out. There are a couple from Kelowna area, the Okanagan, and they were nothing but good to us. They were our neighbors all at the trade show in the booth beside us all week.
What's up, Big Chuck? 1979.
Cool.
Keep talking. Sorry.
That's just one of the many vendors that we met that we just instantly kind of connected with. All the organizational people were fabulous. There was just such a really good positive vibe going on all weekend. And like Josh just mentioned, we were honored to be there.
No, it was a good time. It was a good time. In terms of the Cannabis Cup, I mean, these types of events in Canada are kind of dying right now. Sort of the shifting in what was being called legalization, but is actually a prohibition 2.0. Get this water full of snow into my beers. But basically, at the end of the day, it's a shifting climate. It's a changing time in Canada. So these types of events are kind of struggling. But, it doesn't mean the movement's dead because we all kind of got fucked. I mean, it was made legal for the government, as we all know, as I've covered 1,001 times on the show. But it's nice to see, though, that those of the industry and the community that fought for all of this for decades and decades, some for a few years, some for many, doesn't make anyone less valuable in the community that has been pushing for these positive forward movements. We're still here. No one's gone anywhere, and it was really cool to see, and it was great to be a part of it, and we had a hell of a lot of fun. And just to see sort of any form of weed Olympic type events was pretty fun for us. We enjoyed that, you know what I'm saying? Dude, Lobster Boy, he was doing blown glass the entire time, making pipes and playing around with things. And we got to do that kind of glass pull with him for one of the videos there. That was fun and pretty nifty. I enjoyed that. So it was pretty cool. It went really well. We were really well received by everybody. We were the only lighting company actually there in the end because it was a little bit smaller event this year. Um, but the good thing is a big part of the whole event kind of became about growing your own and about the importance of that. And that's kind of been what this YouTube and this community has always been about, but not just on a Canadian scale, on a global scale for all of us around the world, because we are an international global community. We, the Pod Squatches, we, the Pod Squatch Growers Army, we're everywhere. And so it was cool. It was nice to be there because that sentiment, that energy, that foundational, seminal, raw spirit of yes, and fighting for the rebellion was there. And it was very similar to what we, the Pod Squatches, are about and what we've all kind of been doing for years together, or at least those of you who've been here a long time. And so that was cool. It was really cool. And, that's kind of why we released the lights was we are growers who are developing lights, releasing lights for the people that are growers because we are growers and we want to make them affordable and accessible. And we want to help people to grow their own. We are a non-monetized channel. We do everything that we do in terms of teaching or sharing it, whatever you want to call it, for free. We're non-monetized. We don't make money directly doing this. And it started as a passion piece. It will always continue as a passion piece. I will be eventually starting kind of a small subscription thing that's going to have one weekly show, an hour, or not show, like kind of lesson. I will not be drinking in it or doing too many weird voices or anything. I'm going to make it pretty straight edge and actually kind of make a formal curriculum and classes and do that for those who would choose to want to see the straight edge Pot Squatch.
Don't forget that we're also sort of planning a late night Pot Squatch themed show as well.
Well, this one is the late night. We already have that, right? We've already got those, but we're going to keep those themes to it.
Separation of a kind.
But right? To be fair, though, a lot of the daytime shows sometimes are kind of that too. I think what I would like to do also too, Mike, is that what I'm thinking is we're going to do a lot more. Every week, I will commit to making more of a straight-edged, educational how-to video. It's still going to be Pot Squatch. We'll still do some weird voices, and we'll have fun with that. Because as we saw tonight,
Pot Squatch Light.
As we saw, what's up?
Pot Squatch Light.
Yes. Diet Pot Squatch.
Maybe.
Yeah,
something
right.
Like that.
Yeah, right. But as we saw tonight, someone was unhappy. They're like, "Oh, well, we don't like your content." Well, sorry about it, Cup. I didn't mean to upset you. But I do have compassion for that. So
absolutely.
That's why I'm saying, in order to reach everyone, I understand that maybe I'm hard to learn from in the way that I normally do things. So I'm going to make a more formalized thing occasionally. Make some more straight edge videos for you if that makes you happy. I know most of you are going to be like, yeah, fuck. But, occasionally some people want to be Pot Squatches, but maybe they can't handle how intense Uncle Pot Squatch is. And that's not their fault. It's not their fault. We can't get mad at them for that. That's okay.
Did we thank the cannabis culture folks?
We'll get to that. We kind of got distracted.
Okay. We need to do that, but we'll get to it.
Well, let's do it now that we're talking about it. Okay. I mean, we got to meet Marijuana Man at the event. He's a long time standing activist.
Huge.
Yeah, out where I come from. He comes from where I come from.
He's referred to as one of the Vancouver Three.
Yeah, he's one of the Vancouver Three, which were sort of the original ones. Mark Emery. Marijuana Man, and it was Larson, Dana Larson, I think. Dana Larson.
Could have been Dana Larson.
I think it's Dana Larson.
Absolutely.
I think Dana Larson's the other third
anyway,
of the three.
If you actually look for the Vancouver Three on the Worldy Pipe, the World Wide Weber, you can find this information. It's out there. It's common knowledge. It's the history of Canadian cannabis in a lot of ways, the West Coast version. So check that out if you're interested. Love it.
Oh, 1 second here. I'm just reading comments. Michael, sorry.
No worries.
Michael Montgomery's like, don't change, Josh. I think her. Oh, Michelle Hannah just wants 24/7 grow tips. Well, Put it this way: if you're still watching, Michelle Hannah, if you want grow tips and you have questions, how about you just message me? I will personally call you. Okay, we can talk. I'll call you through the Insta or something like that, or I'll send you an email. Feel free to send me an email. I'll answer your questions. I mean, if you want straight answers, I'll give it straight up to you, babe. Just if that's what you want, like again, just send an email then. I mean, because these shows are educational. They're
Well,
meant to be, and they're meant to be fun though. And also too, the Sunday Night Lives are a community.
absolutely. One of the big efforts I think you're making is to be accessible. And that means everybody. Anybody who's part of the Army, reach out to Josh. It may take him a little bit of time to get back to you. He's got a lot of stuff to shovel. He is a pretty busy guy. But he loves you and he wants to make sure that you don't feel like you're being neglected.
Oh yeah.
So, yeah, don't be afraid to reach out. If you got questions you need answered, we'll get a way to get them answered by the Squatch, right? So,
Yeah. Oh, and while I'm thinking about it now too, I want to do a big shout out to a very special pot squatch today. It was a Saskatchewan-based pot squatch. We'll call them, as they told us to call them, Bacon.
But not a gentleman who lives in Saskatoon
No,
itself.
no, we'll get there. But
Yeah.
so Bacon, Bakin. I remember you. I signed your shit. This fellow pot squatch doesn't live in the area, but was driving somewhat close to the area and knew it was the last day and came out just to come say hi to Uncle Pot Squatch because Bacon wanted to say, yo, Pot Squatch, what's up? Said thank you for everything we're doing. Said we're really entertaining and really educational.
Incredibly nice and gracious.
Drove out of the way. Yeah, told us
Great.
he'd just gotten through his first ever legal grow because of the channel and learning how to grow pot, and wanted to just come shake my hand, and then bought 2 shirts, had me sign one to wear about, one to make a special one, bought a grinder, bought a hat, and just was like, I'm here to pay that just to say thank you. So I was like, all right, sir, your bill will be this. We'd adjusted our prices for the event and took $5 off of things, right? And he goes, no, but my calculations, it's $90 actually, and so I'm just gonna give you 100 bones. And I was like,
And that's just a thank you.
it was so, it was because it caught me off guard.
I mean,
It was
the swag purchase is a bonus, but it was the thank
no,
you,
it's
the
not about
genuine
that.
thank
It's
you.
about the sentiment. It's about the
Exactly.
sentiment about what happened. Because I'm sitting there on the 3rd day after we got, Russian judged and we got the bronze. But, but it was a great event. I was tired, but I was like,
It was bullshit. No, I'm sorry.
oh, that's
Still
okay.
not quite over
Michael's
I'm a
still
little
upset. Michael's
I'm
a little upset still.
Alright.
But
It was an
Bacon,
injustice.
you came out, you chilled, and I want you to know your words meant the world to me. And little things like that, or the emails that everyone sends sometimes, and just appreciating what we're doing here and all the help that we've done for them, or sharing their stories about how their successes have happened and that we've helped in any way. That just like you have no idea how much that means to me, and it really makes what we do here worthwhile. That's why I started it. That was my dream, was to help people grow weed titties. You know what I'm saying? One second here. I'm gonna play catch up for a second. Oh well, thank you very much, old man 420. Mike actually got a really cool picture of that big squatch in the tent where the fucking the light was coming out of the tent, and it was like
Kind of poltergeisty.
yeah, I like it. It looked cool.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Cam D420. That really means a lot to me. I appreciate that, my friend. Well, Nicole Lendeman, it is a huge family. We, the Pot Squatch Growers Army, are a family. We're a community. It doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter where you're from. It doesn't matter your color. It doesn't matter your orientation. It doesn't matter your superstition. It doesn't matter about a lot of shit. If you're a good person who just wants to be here and be part of a community, and you like to learn about cannabis, hell, to be honest with you, it's gotten to the point of where we've become such a diverse community doing so many things. It just pots a lot of it. But I mean, it's just like if they enjoy the community and like they're not even a weed smoker, but they wanted to be here, I'm happy to have them be here. Anyone's welcome. Like this is a place for the people. This is a place for anyone who chooses to be a pod squatch.
We're trying to be an inclusive thing, and that means everybody, and absolutely everybody. At the end of the day, approach us. We're approachable. Josh is amazing in putting in effort to try and get to everybody as quick as you can.
Oh, you don't have to kiss my asshole, man.
Other than that, you're actually
Oh,
a bit of a
shush.
dick.
I know.
That's okay.
Fuck you too, you can't.
It's that part of you that's somebody dear that counts. I would just sort of quickly like to thank Adam Squatch.
Yeah.
For all his efforts this weekend. He was an amazing help to Josh. I witnessed this. What a great kid. What a really nice, kind soul.
I love you, Padawan Adam Squatch.
And other than that, he's a newfie prick.
Also,
That's
hey,
okay.
hey, dumbass. Adam, you left your torch at Mike's. That's your torch, Adam. You left your torch, your dabbing torch. It's still here. At least you won one for a bronze medal. That's a little hand one that'll at least get you through for a little bit. You remembered your rig, but not your torch, bud. But it's right here behind Mike's TV. When you want to drive 4 hours again.
And yeah, make sure you warn me if you're coming, bud, so that we can be away when you're here.
Yeah.
I mean, so
yeah.
that we can be here when you're here.
Adam, we're just teasing. You know we love you. Growhead 420, 12 inches away. What is the light again? Growhead 420 that we are referencing on that one. $600-watt LED. Okay. What company 600-watt LED? I need to know the chips. I need to know the size of the chips, just so I can understand roughly what the rig is. Because like I know what I can do with my rigs, but other rigs are different. Sorry, everybody. I'm just trying to catch up and read some of the messages here. Governments around the whole. Well, I agree, Michael Montgomery. 100%. Wholeheartedly. Bob White or Dustin. Space blankets, quote unquote, or emergency blankets are sheets of Mylar. So yes, it's an easy, accessible way for those who don't have access to being able to buy easily a roll of Mylar to get Mylar. Mylar's not bad. It has a higher refractive rate than Panda Film or Flat White by 1% or 2. The one thing you have to be aware of with Mylar is sometimes you can get created hotspots by weird rippling and effects in terms of the Mylar, and that's going to basically, simply put, kind of scorch stuff occasionally. Some genetics especially are going to be quite fragile to that. So no, it's not bad. I've used it a lot. I still would use it. But the best way to use Mylar would be not necessarily just taking that emergency blanket and hanging it. I'd actually almost like put a mild subtle glue on kind of a thin piece of wood of some sort, like thin wood, and then take your hair dryer on high and just kind of get it to melt onto that a bit, cut the edges, boom, you've got a panel now. So I would use your space blankets and attach them and make them adhesive to said pieces of thin wood and make nice panels and then use panels that way. That will be better for your overall use of the Mylar. You can use the higher refraction rate, but you're not going to have it rippling around, getting those weird ripply-dipples that are in fact are actually going to be creating some scorch mark titty, burn marks, right? You want your titties to be nice, right? So, hashtag boom. 1 second, everybody. 1, I need a beer, and 2, I need a cigarette. My boots are right here. As you can tell, we are not in our normal place. We are in Saskatoon. We are at Mike Safer Ride Squatch's house. Texas Pete, man, your stuff's going crazy well. You are like Texas Pete from where you did your first run and already where you're at. I mean, when you first approached me about your setup, Texas Pete, and then you had already had this initial framework and grow room built, I was astonished at what you'd accomplished. So, Texas Pete, you're killing it, bud. You're killing it. Well, thank you, my little piece of heaven. I hope you know that you're one of the great, wonderful people in this community as well. What's up to Z-Man? Eric Dornbach. I got my little Squatch, and it is amazing. I went from a Ford to a Ferrari. All right. Well, I appreciate that. But I want you to know we're always going to commit to building you Ferraris or Cadillacs, but, making them not cost as much as a Ferrari or a Cadillac would. tap you out. I'm gonna go for a cigarette.
No, okay, no problem.
Oh, guess what? But read this one here. Come here.
Yeah.
Was it? Let's see who it was. Eric Dornbach. I got my little Squatch, and it is amazing. I went from a Ford to Ferrari. If you can get a Squatch.
Nice. That's beautiful.
Thank you, Eric.
Beautiful.
Eric, that is beautiful. Yeah. I am going to have a quick cigarette, and I will be inside myself. Hey, Mike. Do you have a smoke on you? Because I left mine downstairs.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Mike.
There you go.
Can I bump a light, dude?
Absolutely.
Thanks, Mike. I'm so unprepared.
That's good. That's all I've been doing this weekend is handing you things you need. Making sure you get to the place on time.
It's important to have good people around you.
That's what I do.
And I'm a little chaotic, but I mean well. Hell yeah, Michael Montgomery. I fucking agree 100%. Well, all right. 1 second here. 1 second. I'm playing a catch up here. Yeah, Michael Montgomery won. We were playing catch up. I don't know. I haven't actually, because I've been on away for a few days, but up until our trip, we have been having the occasional rotating power outages at our facility because of all the forest fires down in California. The closest it got, the last time I checked, was about 30 or 40 miles away. So currently we're cool. Nothing is shut down. We have burned down. Everything's cool. But that has slowed us down a little bit. And just know that typically, though, most big companies that are doing this is normally about a 2 to 4 week period. How we aim to do it, what our aim is within a week to have the rig built and tested and try to get in the post at maximum within 2 weeks, because we are having a huge explosion of lights coming in, and we are slowly but surely keeping up with it. And we're doing our best, and we are expanding. We're figuring out a bunch of stuff to slightly speed up, but while still keeping the quality intact and still doing it all of ourselves, okay, on the landing rigs. So bear with us, growing pains. We've only been on the market for 2 months, and the response has been huge. I never thought we would explode the way we have, and thank you all. And we've had so many emails where people are just so appreciative of the rigs and everything, and it's meant so much, because I was pretty nervous doing all of this and kind of going that route and trying to get them on a route. It's also minus 17 right now here, by the way. I'm standing at minus 17. Ooh, it's a little chilly. Ooh. Yeah. No, yeah, we're just going crazy. Like, basically, it was funny. Brett and I were talking the other day, and he's like, dude, my world now is only just building pot squatch, squatch lights, man. Like, and I was like, well, that's good though, isn't it? Like, we're selling really well. Lots of people are loving, right? Like, you know, it is really coming together though. And at the end of the day, just know that, we are both small companies, and we are starting to experience really good growth and having expansion happening. So we are scaling the company, and we will keep up with it. You have my word that we'll stay on top of all of that. We're just figuring it out as we go. Sometimes things arise. For example, what Brett and I have learned is Canada Post is very rough with packages. Bastards. Oh yeah, down in California right now, it's crazy. And BC gets its own butt fuck of fires in the summers. Um, you know, but we're starting to get to a time where hopefully it's gonna settle out for a bit. I'm hoping. I'm praying for California right now in terms of their fires. Oh yeah, I'm just wearing a t-shirt, my biking jacket. It's not a winter jacket, and I'm bald. Just wearing my little trucker cap that's see-through. I've been doing that the whole event. Sorry about that. Someone tried to call us. Don't call during live streams through Facebook Messenger. It seems to have permissions to supersede my live stream, which I will correct tomorrow in terms of my phone settings. That's awesome, Daziman. I appreciate that, man. Thank you very much. We're almost ready. We can go inside. We'll see if Mike has a joint ready. Maybe he's watching. I don't know. Dun, dun, dun. What's up, Midnight Gardener? Hello to you as well, my friend. Back into the house. Dun, dun, dun. Ooh, a little chilly out there. My glasses are probably going to fog up for a second here.
Oh, you're all so hot. Oh my God, I'm so worked up. Oh boy. Oh yeah. No, it's just cold. But I'm sure you're all sexy, I promise.
Whew. Whew. We're back in the house.
Welcome back to the basement of my home.
It is. Oh, we already had the joint from before. We haven't smoked it yet.
We were prepared actually this time. Right?
Yeah, we were so prepared. We had it at the beginning of the stream. We still haven't gotten to it yet. Mikey's gonna fire that one up there. Fire up, Mikey.
We have ignition.
This is Major Tom to ground control. There's some. I don't know. Totally fucked it up already.
There's a good chance that this might actually suck you right out of your space boots.
Hell yeah.
You know what I mean?
Some of the very last of the hash plant. It was too bad.
It's actually a sad moment. This.
It was. Well, no.
It's
I've got a secret
disappointing
cord.
moment.
I've still got a secret quarter for myself left stashed for long-term storage, but it is sad. But you know, if we had found out about the cup,
We've only been there a month before the violator's ready. So
well, if we found out about the cup a couple of weeks earlier,
sure enough,
we would have, because they actually were struggling to find entries for the cup.
they were.
I had a perfect hybrid and a perfect hash plant indica that I could have
gone into two categories at least.
Yeah, I could have gotten in two to the categories. But I didn't find out until I got to the event about all that. And I was like, fuck. If I had known, we could have seen if how the pot squatch is dope would have stacked up at the Cannabis Cup. That would have been fun. I would have enjoyed that.
However, they are talking about next year. They're
not
sure. It's a possibility, though.
Well, just know, everyone, if there is a next year for the Prairie Harvest Cannabis Cup here in Saskatoon, Pot Squatch is going to do his darndest to at least get one or two entries into that, and we're going to come back and we're going to sweep the Olympics next year. We understand the events now. We didn't know what they were until we were at the event, so we did our best. Came away with a medal. Probably should have gotten gold as far as we're concerned. You watch the footage. You be the judge. Let's at least silver. At least silver. But anyway,
at the end of the day, we have to.
We had so much fun anyway, and it's just. But next year we're coming. We're gonna sweep shit. Okay, we're gonna take. You know what? I'm gonna fucking enter into all three cups: sativa, hybrid, and indica. We're gonna do our darndest to sweep all three and sweep the medals.
Sativa?
Yeah, for the cup I will.
Great.
I'll grow a sativa. I don't grow sativa, but I will grow a sativa for the cup. Just to say, just because I'm not a sativa guy doesn't mean I can't fucking make some crazy sativa titties.
Absolutely.
I'm going to bring my cheese into the cup then.
Let them have cheese.
Did I give the lighter
I
back?
have a hard time with this whole lighter deal, aren't we?
Oh, I keep talking.
There you go.
Way too much. There we go. 1 second.
Yep.
There we go. That was good. All right. That was nice.
That'll get you right by the boo-boo.
That's kind of what I was going for. And it's doing it. Cannabis Cowboy says, "What's up, Mike?"
What's up, Cannabis Cowboy brother? How are you, man?
Yo, Kent Rath, greetings back to ND. What does ND stand for, my friend?
is ND? Texas Pete in the house.
How's the plants that you pollinated? Are they growing seeds yet? Dude, the Afghani girl is taking really well to seed. The Violator is going to be interesting. I'm hoping to get enough seed from it to at least try to keep moving with my stabilization for an initial cross. All I need is one good mother and one good male from the initial cross from either of them to keep things going to stabilize. But luckily, I actually got one more clone the Violator. It's in rough shape that a friend had. They left it outside, but from the same source that we got ours. And I was like, yo, bring it inside. Try to keep it alive till I'm back from the cup. I'll come get that shit. I'll bring it back to life. So just in case that bitch did not take the seed, we can try to knock her up again. And then we can also turn it to a mother because I really like the way that Violator's going. Like, Mikey, I tell you,
I wish I could see it in person, but the way I've seen of it...
that Violator, man, is sexy.
It's looking lovely. Absolutely.
And I'm very excited about, that. But the Afghani girl is going to be interesting because she is one of the weirdest cannabises I've ever met. I'll tell you. And just structurally, and she's got this funky monkey kind of a skunky, funky, sweet pineapple at the same time to her. And I'm so curious to see what her odd genetics. She's one of the strangest cannabises, if not the strangest cannabis I've ever met. No, not the strangest, but one of them.
Well, that makes something exciting to look forward to then, doesn't it?
She's the strangest cannabis that seems to be doing really well, but at the same time being odd as fuck that I've ever met. I'll give her that. So I can't wait to see what she's going to do when crossed with the Death Bubba Kush. Death Bubba Kush, right? North Dakota. What's up, North Dakota?
Did we say hello to Nicole? Nicole
Ledman?
We
We did say hello. I believe we had.
Hell, I
said,
missed it.
well, fuck, man.
No, I'm right here.
I know.
It's
And I have to talk and I'm keeping up. Come on now, Mikey. Come on now. I didn't originally Texas Pete. Long story short, because of initial battles of certain things, because those clones came with russets and we beat them. Thank you, Jake's All-in-One, by the way. Right?
Yeah, Jake's for the win.
Yeah, but I just didn't want to take the risk of cloning those. But if there's one clone, I can take care of a tiny plant and I can keep it in incubation, bring it back to health for months until I deem it fully healthy. And then we can grow it out and use it as a mother and in a breeding program.
There you go.
So just in case we didn't get it this time, we'll get her next time. We're going to knock that bitch up.
There's hope. Always hope.
Michael Montgomery. Yeah, but I'm Canadian. I know
Say
more.
no more.
I still
Canadian.
I still know more about America than Americans know typically about Canada. So hey, Adam, if you're watching or listening, pick up your medal and bite it.
Didn't Underdog do that back in the day? You always bit a nickel at the start of the show. I know Underdog, the cartoon, is making me fucking incredible.
No, yeah, no, that's cool.
But, yeah.
Well, I figured, it's just because, I always see the Canadians, biting their medals. So I figured we should. So, Adam, when you hear this, bite your medal. What's up, Matthew James? Just chilling here, getting stoned in the Sunday Night Live show. We've got predominantly the bag and all the swag that's left packed and things to go back. Getting it ready. I got to get on very early.
Tell them about the delightful time that we have to be at the airport tomorrow.
My flight flies at 6:30, so I should probably be there at 5.
It just means we're getting up about 4:30-ish.
I'm getting up at 4 myself, just to make sure I'm ready. I always get up. Fuck sleep. I'll sleep when I get home.
Just do an all-nighter.
What time is it now?
Actually, it's too early to even think of it. It's only 9:30.
Yeah, we could probably still get a few hours of sleep in, but
probably be best. Thank you. So what are the things that we need to cover tonight there, Mr. Josh?
What's that?
Mr. Squatch, what do we have to cover tonight that we haven't? I'm racking my little brain.
Well, there's never really covering. The shows never go that way. We just kind of, go with it. We read what people are saying, and we kind of let them kind of dictate often.
I was thinking more specifically about the events over the last 4
Well,
days.
let's do a Q&R. Okay, so anyone, let's do a specific time on the show here. What's up, John boy? If anyone has If anyone has any questions about the event, either for me or Mike, let's do that. Let's play a little Q&A for a while. Let's
Sure.
play a little Q&A for a while.
Do you have a question about the flatland? We can answer that for you if you're interested.
Or the Harvest Cup in general,
Absolutely. Or questions about anything you may have seen over the weekend in the variety of streams that we've released, both crazy and not crazy, right?
Yep, no, exactly. Yes, it is true. It is flat here. Oh, here's a question. Has anyone here currently on the live stream watched the synchronized dabbing live stream and watched me and Adam synchronize dabbing? Anyone here, has anyone here that's watching the show watched our dab?
Maybe you should explain that we were part of the Weed Olympics, which is an event.
Right. So if you are just tuning in for the show and you normally haven't known what we've been doing, we've been at the Prairie Medicinal Harvest Cup,
Yep.
and we were competing in the Weed Olympics. So, okay, so Michael Robison has seen it. Me and Adam Squatch both competed. Adam Squatch did the Iron Lung event, tied with Dab Jesus. And then we competed in the synchronized dabbing event. We got Russian judged as Canadians. We got bronze. We probably should have gotten at least silver, in my humble 2 cents. Maybe even gold. You be the judge.
It was
Watch
gold
the video.
all the way, actually, but that's just my personal opinion.
We had so
I
much
was
fun,
there.
though. We had so much fun. But who here watched that? Like, I'm just curious. So Troy saw it. John Boy hasn't seen it yet. Yeah, Michael Robison definitely saw it because he said dab and hug. So he saw the end. And then the next people stole our move, and then they were a married couple and then
I
kissed.
believe what happened is they trumped you, is what they did.
Yeah, well, they just ripped our shit off and
That's
then
right,
added
they
a
upped the
kiss.
fun.
It was
Yeah.
stupid.
Yeah, they got
Sucked.
the kiss in, and that was the difference.
Broke my heart. Now, they were wonderful people, and we love them to death, and we really enjoyed getting to know. He was right there when I was fucking with the tent. Me and Mike were trying to kind of. It's a little tricky sometimes getting on the frame, sometimes on a new tent. We just ordered this one for the event, and brother was right there, just helping us right away. And I was like, dude, thank you so much. He was such a wonderful dude.
That was the spirit of everybody.
Everyone was super loving.
Somebody was helping you.
They were just having fun.
If you didn't understand where something was, somebody was showing you.
Yeah.
They were very gracious and awesome hosts, and I can't say enough about the group that put on the event. Fantastic. Squatch Tastical, I believe is the word. We were impressed with and felt really welcome.
Well, it was good. It was wonderful. I mean, it was so fun to be part of the event because you know what? I've never even seen videos, let alone in person, Weed Olympic things. I'm the Pod Squatch. I've been growing for like 20 years, man. I've been big part of
some creative stuff going on.
It was super cool. It was so fun for me as someone who's been a part of the community and the grower for so long in my life, a majority of my life. But to see these cool things that I'd never seen, that was a lot of fun. So thank you, Jeff and everybody. Thank you, Cannabis Culture. Thank you, Pod TV, and all of you who put this event on, because fuck, it was pretty cool. We had a lot of fun, and it was cool. It was really cool. And plus, like, I mean, regardless, that's fun.
You did not come back empty-handed.
That's right. Adam was just like, he was like, I'm going to try my hardest. I'll try to get us something in the thing. So someone from the Army can win something.
He put in the pre-training in the dab.
He did. He dabbed his ass off the night before and all day to get ready for it.
Actually, I don't think I've seen anybody prepare as much as Adam did.
Adam tried so hard, everyone.
He put in the reps.
Adam,
he
did.
The reps,
he put the reps and the practice in. Adam dabbed all night before today. Adam dabbed so hard to get ready. And then Adam got there and he kept dabbing to get ready, one for the Iron Lung. I actually think Adam could have placed realistically. So did you notice though? He's not.
That was a technique.
Adam Squatch is more petite than I am, and I don't mean that in a bad way. He's just a smaller man. So he's got good lung capacity for his size, though.
Technique event.
Well, because if you looked at how big Adam's plumes were on the event, I was like, oh no,
don't let that much go.
No, you don't have that much in your lungs, bro. No, don't. He still got to 8. So he got to 8 doing big ones. So if Adam had done like half that size, that 8 could have been a 16. That's a silver medal. That would have placed silver.
He was
that would have priced bronze,
He
but
was-
still.
He was a big underdog in the beginning.
And I was so
Big
proud of
underdog,
you. Adam
know?
Squatch, everyone. Everyone, big shout out to Adam Squatch for representing. And he put up with me. And at the last minute, because we were gonna do our routine, me and Adam Squatch, like looking each other in the eye, because it was gonna help us be synchronized. And we're gonna go like and do the same routine, but facing each other. Last minute, we're sitting there and we're like, crap. I was like, Adam, we're just going to turn the rigs. We're just going to do it our way. And he's like, do you think they'll mind that? I'm like, yeah, why not? He's like, well, they've duct taped them one way on the table. And I look and I'm like, oh, fuck.
They
Okay.
were really particular about the rules
Yeah.
of each event, though.
I was like,
Absolutely.
yeah. And I was like, okay, we're going to try this. And we're just going to do our best. We're going to do what we can, man. And we had fun, though. It was
did.
super cool. You
Well,
know,
maybe we should have hit some catch up on the chat for
Yeah.
see a few questions that people are asking.
oh, no, we'll do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait 1 second.
I don't want them to get bored with us babbling on about how much fun we just had.
Oh, no, hell yeah. 1 second here. Eric Dornbachsot, thank you for watching,
Lobster
Eric.
boy, I love that.
Dude, that girl, man, that lady was a machine. I had the prettiest joints in all the competitions, in
You
my
did.
personal opinion.
You did.
I had the prettiest joints. The guy
Testify.
who was cannabis culture in the events, or like camera dude who was hired to be there.
He gave you the thumbs up.
It was my joint that he was watching during the rolling with his camera. It was my joint that he was taking pictures of. So
Yeah.
I'm not the fast, because I'm not going to roll a joint that's mediocre. I can't do it. I'm a purist.
Pride and craftsmanship.
But if it was the fastest, super pretty joint, because I can bust out a pretty joint in about 21 seconds, like I did.
Like you did.
Like, yeah. So if it was that kind of event, I'd do okay. But man, that girl, because like you'll see me in the video, and boom, 7 seconds, and I stop and I look over because I'm just like, whoa, what? Like, damn, girl, like, shit. That was cool. I had never seen anything like it. 7 seconds, man.
She was a ringer.
Dude, and she was so nice. I don't remember her name. Donna. Was it Donna?
That was Donna.
It was
She
Donna.
was definitely the crowd favorite as well.
Oh, and she was very nice. I only talked to her a little bit on the side, but she was super cool. Fucking machine,
I
though.
don't think I encountered an unpleasant person all weekend.
Well, and then our friend Glenn Wells from CannaMatch.ca.
Wells, we love you.
Dude, did you see Glenn?
Yeah.
Fucking machine guess a
No.
fucking quarter ounce.
Dope.
Basically within
Like,
a 0.01 of a gram or
He was
exactly on
super
or something.
close, like super.
No, I think he had it. I think it was either 7 grams exactly or 7.01.
And that's the voice of experience coming from Glenn Wells.
Yeah, and a 0.01 is like a 1/100th of a gram.
Yeah.
Like,
Was it
that's
over or under. I can't remember.
no. I think he was exactly 7 with like a 0.1.
Ooh,
So that's
wow.
basically on. They called it. I think they called it as an exact 7 grams though. I don't think it was a 701.
It's just not.
I think it
natural.
was. No, it was amazing.
Yeah. No. What a
So
payday.
Glenn Wells, the owner of CannaMatch.ca.
Check out CannaMatch.ca. It's kind of an interesting place.
Yeah, if you're
You're,
Canadian, I mean, it's
yeah.
only for Canadians because it's a Canadian website about it's for love or not. You can also just be friends and make stoner friends and
It's for people that have the similar interest and the love
people
of
that
weed
love weed
titties.
titties. I mean, yeah, that's cool. I mean, so check it out. But Glenn's a machine. If you don't have a scale, and Glenn's there,
You're okay.
ask Glenn from
You're fine.
CannaMatch.ca to scale your sack for
We'll
you.
just handle that for you in no time.
Fucking machine.
Absolutely.
It was like a weed titty Terminator. That was a scale.
We should mention a quick shout out to the guys at Caviar Extracts.
Yeah,
Uh,
they were our
the
neighbors.
sponsor, yeah, and our neighbor booth. They were also for the show the extract sponsor. This show kindly and very generously gave dabs away for free. And Caviar Extracts were the company that provided the dabs to the show.
Adam Squatch was very happy.
He was incredibly happy about that. Yeah.
Well, as we all know about the Adam Squatch, or we may not, but I know, little Adam Squatch loves his fucking dabs. He's a dabber. He's a dab head. I've got his torch right here. This is Adam Squatch's fucking torch because he forgot it because he's a stoner. But guess what? I'm going to do something fun. Everyone, we're going to do something that's new to the channel, and I just came up with it. It's called, how I normally talk to the weed titties and we make them talk? Well, I've got Adam Squatch's torch here, and we're gonna interview
Torchy.
Torchy. All right, Torchy, I'd like to welcome you to the show. So how long have you been Adam Squatch's torch? Well, actually, we're actually a partnership. Torchy, I'm the top here. Okay, so Adam's actually had me for a long time. We've been together for about, how long have I been with Adam? I'm thinking at least a solid year and a half. and for my piece and type of equipment, that is a good long time of love. But this tank here, he's only been around on the scene for a while. What's your name down there?
My name Bubba.
Oh, so Bubba, how long have you been up my ass again?
Well, I've been here for about Adam dab a lot, so I'm gonna say, what we say, a month and a half in your ass.
Oh, yeah, that's totally right. You know, now thinking about it, you have been in my ass for a month and a half. Okay, so can we not talk about your asses? Yeah, sorry.
Well, we're talking about her ass. Well, yes, we did. Okay, just clarifying there.
Okay, cool. So, does Adam dab a lot? Did last night seem strange to you with the amount of dabs? Or was it, what would you say? Actually, no. Last night was pretty, tame. Because Adam had been dabbing all day with other dab fucking equipment. Yeah, Adam, I know. I told her, Adam. Yeah, he told me, you bitch, and you fucking forgot me here, you dick. Well, it's okay though. Adam loves you. He's heartbroken. Yeah, it's true. I really just miss him. I just miss Adam Squatch. But that's okay. It's okay. What were we talking about? Well, I was actually asking you about how much does Adam Squatch dab? Oh, right. Yeah, no. He has a problem. No. I'm almost done.
Okay, good.
You gotta stay here. I want you to listen in the background. Who the fuck are you talking to? I'm talking to Mike Safe Ride Squatch. Let me see him.
Oh my God. Who's hiding over here by the couch? No, it's Torchy.
Why are you
Brother,
siding?
how are you?
I took your virginity last night.
I did my first dab. I'm really not a dab guy because I'm just basically too fucking old.
Yeah, but I was hard on you. Yeah.
But the company Caviar, once again, Caviar Extracts.
Oh, yeah, I
owner of the
guess
company,
I didn't take your
took me by the
virginity.
hand and
I
showed
took
me
their
the way.
sloppy seconds.
Yeah, it was beautiful. He gave me a lower temperature dab and not a very big one, and I quite enjoyed it.
Who burned you good, baby?
I have to admit it, Torchy. I'm never going to use you because you get too hot for old guys like me.
That's because I'm a hot, sexy bitch, and you remember that. Adam, I'm never going to be used here. Come save me. Save me, Adam. Anyway, everybody, this has just been us being silly here. I am an actor, writer, comedian, and filmmaker, and pot grower by trade. I do voiceover, and we normally do that with the pot plants, and it's a fun celebratory thing. After doing the cup, after doing the first kind of industry event that we've gone and done, and demoed the light for the first time, and done stuff. So I was like, well, I've got Adam Squatch's torch here. I mean, we should fucking play around with that. And maybe, I don't know, just maybe, it could be a little fun. I hope you enjoyed it. I did. Adam, Torchy here misses you.
Bubba miss you too.
Bubba misses you too, man. So who's having fun? We having a good time there? It was a very sativa-y thing, High Goals 420. I didn't really know what the strain was, but it definitely smelled and tasted like a super sativa-y marijuana. That's what it tasted and smelled like. Right, Troy? That woman was a machine. Donna is just like... Here's Joy. She's like a magician. Just making it appear. Insane. No. Her second one, I think, was like 8.4 seconds or 8.7 seconds. So she only added like a second and a half to like 1.7 seconds. So like, and she still was the fastest on her round too. It's like, she didn't like her first one out of the gate, which is like this. She put so much into it, I think, but she still cranked out an 8.7 second time for the win. It was nuts. Super cool. Spamming emojis. What's spamming emojis mean? Okay, everyone, I'm banning myself spamming. So put one emoticon to express your feelings. And if you want to accentuate it, don't put 6 of them, put an exclamation point or multiple exclamation points. That's how we used to do it old school. Because when we typed the emoticon, you just type one, and then you'd be like, exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point. And that's how you text it. Laughy face. Eyes, capital D. No, wait, that's big smile face. Laughy face, squinty eye. X, capital D. Exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point. So that's one way we might be able to get around that. Thank you, Chris Bryant. I know. Sometimes it's deep subject matter, sometimes it's not. That's kind of part of the fun of it. Life is both a heavy and light thing. Growing marijuana is both a heavy and light thing. Sometimes you got to deal with hard things, and some of the things are a little tricky to understand or learn. But a lot of it's fun and light too. So at the end of the day, we kind of keep it that way here at Pot Squatch Growers. Keep it light, keep it fluffy, keep it heavy, keep it real. And at the same time, have some fun. And also keep it educational and always do our best to be there for our community. And at the end of the day, hashtag boom, I love you. I really mean that. Like, fuck. MH23 do Simple C thinks Torchy sounds cute. I thought Torchy sounded hot too. She sounds hot. I get why Adam likes her. She sounds hot. So Nicole Lenman, what's actually going on though? Like I saw some of the posts Mike showed me, but I didn't fully understand what's happening. I don't think I understand. But you mentioned the thing. Okay, I'll check that after the show. If you've done a more recent post, I'll check that out, girl. I just haven't checked it out. Mike, actually, pull out for a second. Go to the Facebook group and see if, because I think Nicole just made a new post, maybe.
Okay. Yes, she did.
All right, what does it say?
Have a look. I'm not sure if that's one you're referencing or not.
Okay. No, that was posted yesterday, though. But is it this one that she just tagged me on?
Perhaps it's one we already looked at.
Oh, yeah, she did. She tagged me just now. Sorry, everybody.
Okay.
I'm learning. See, Nicole? I'm looking.
Nicole, we were talking about you earlier. We were trying to fix this, whatever it is your issue was.
So, okay. Nicole, did I get like spamming emojis right then by not too many emojis? Keep emojis singular now. Revert to the old school. It's like now for the Canadians growing cannabis. We thought legalization meant inclusion. We thought it meant free market. We thought it meant coming out of the shadows, standing and saying to the world, I'm a dope farmer. I'm a weed titty farmer. I'm a business person of dope and weed titties. I'm a weed titty scientist. But in actuality, man, well, fuck you guys. We're going to push you out of your own shit, price your own shit, going to regulate out. So, sorry.
Empower the people.
Right?
Right.
What was the point of that? I got distracted from my
I
brain.
don't know, but it was a great role.
I know, fuck.
Yeah.
What was I talking about? Someone sparked my brain.
Suddenly, Pot Squatch's freight train of thought was derailed.
No, don't say all hail. Just say fuck yes, hashtag boom.
That'll do.
Never hail me. I am but a bad idiot in the woods. I'm an evil man.
What is it?
I'm a wood idiot. But if my words help you, wonderful. I will lead you. I am not saying I will not lead the army, but never hail me. All right? Last time they kind of did the whole hail thing.
Didn't they hail Caesar? Didn't that end up badly?
Well, that one did, but you know, the whole hail Hitler was the main thing that was coming to my
that
mind
one
there.
really ended up
And
badly.
I don't want to do that. I'd rather just stay a weird guy in the woods, drinking beer, loving the world's community, and releasing tech and helping you all learn.
Can you maybe touch on just briefly, because I think it's really relevant.
Okay, 1 second. We'll switch the camera here. There we go.
And you're going to switch it right back, but as soon as I set you up with this, I think what Greg the Marijuana Man had to say about fear and safety and how the government's trying to convince us all that we're in danger from a marijuana plant. I'd like to hear you talk a little bit about that.
Well, at the end of the day, the point is what Marijuana Man was talking about in terms of what they're saying, okay? Instead of talking about that, we'll give you a quick nutshell of what that meant. Marijuana Man.
The clip is there
Yeah,
for folks.
go to Adam Squatch's YouTube. If you want to watch a majority of the part of Marijuana Man's speech that we're talking about,
Yes.
Adam Squatch filmed it and uploaded it to YouTube on his channel. I wanted to listen, so I was like, Adam, go film this. You should film this. Put it on your channel. So we went and did it. So this is what we're talking about. So what he's referencing is this is what they're saying to us. This is the laws of
what our government is trying
well,
to get
I
us
actually
to
have a
believe.
personal thing because, for example, there was a LP selling or like LP weed selling store. It was a government store.
Yep.
I didn't necessarily want to be in one of them, but I was curious to see if my grinder, for example, or papers could be sold in their store. My friend and also one of the owners of Pot Squatch Growers Enterprises Inc., Michael Guba, Uncle Michael, as you all know him here, had some friends who were opening one, and they loved our grinder and shit. They wanted to carry our grinder for their store. So, but they had to wait for the Albertan, liquor and gambling, whatever board, whatever it's called there. It's BL's, I can't even remember, because every province is a little different. It's hard to keep track of which one's doing
Bureaucratic
which.
folks, whoever they
Yes.
may be.
So they have to deem whether they can sell that. So they assess the brand of the Pot Squatch, and they deemed the Pot Squatch child friendly. And so that's a lot of what Marijuana Man was talking about in terms of the children, for example.
Yep.
Child-friendly things, be blocking all of this and make it look like this anthrax type of thing. It's poison, warning signs, it's danger, 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 Will Robinson. And it was not that, though, because the fact is it's marijuana. Marijuana
Exactly.
is marijuana.
It's never hurt anybody. And they
It never
can't
has.
document that it's ever hurt anybody. And the Marijuana Man touched on this. He said, you can't have a legalized dispensary within a certain amount of blocks of the school. But convenience stores can be right across the block from a school. And they're selling kids candy and other sorts of things that generally may not be good for their health. However, they're not selling anything like tobacco to those kids because you have to be a certain legal age, and store owners respect that. Why couldn't dispensary owners respect that as well by simply not allowing children into their store? And yeah, it's shocking to have a dispensary a block from a school, maybe for some, but if it's managed properly, there will be no harm done. It's not unsafe, but our government sure wants us to believe that it is. And that's the part of Marijuana Man's speech today that caught my attention the most. They're trying to show us how dangerous and unsafe marijuana is. How, where, why? They can't prove any of it. Go watch it. Go check out Marijuana Man's speech today. He's got a lot to say.
Now, if you want now we've caught up. You want my take on the whole thing. I'm going to choose to address a certain thing in terms of why are they doing this? I've been aware, we don't need to go over what they're doing. I mean, everyone can go find out what they're doing, go read the law. The fact is, this is Prohibition 2.0. It has not been made legal for the people. It has been made legal for them. Legal for who? You, not us, the wee titty people. It is not a free market. You've created a set of draconian laws, a control system. I don't know if, put it this way, if you wanted to come in and take control of something, took advantage of a group of people that fucking voted in through popular vote and got this going, but then, well, what do we make those laws look like for that, though? Maybe we do things where, I don't know, technically you sell 31 grams of pot. Under the law, you face up to 14 years in prison. Let's think about that for a second. That's a gram of pot. Let's say over here, this side of my face is 30 grams of pot. Legal. 14 years in prison, maybe. Legal. 14 years in prison, baby. And let's be honest, is anyone really going to probably go to jail for 14 years in prison for that? Fuck no, it's not going to happen. But at the same time, the fact that they crafted, this is the word of law. They've given themselves these sweeping ranges of control. And they're basing it on a plant that is one of the least harmful substances we've ever met. We allow kids to go into a store underage and buy candy. That shit's got so much sugar in it that one could quite possibly argue that leads to vastly more negative health benefits than technically cannabis in them would be. And I'm not saying let kids use cannabis. Medically, I'm totally for it. Kids medically who need it deserve it. But in terms of child usage for a recreational sense, fuck off, don't be stupid. Do you think that's what any of us have been talking? You saying that is like saying every person who's ever grown marijuana never had a child or was a bad parent or didn't care about their family. Part of why a lot of people in Canada have grown pot was because they were taking care of their family. And not just their blood, not just their kids or their friends, people in their community. And guess what? They made a few dollars while they did it, but they made an honest, hard-working dollar. Have you ever tried to fucking grow weed? I'm not talking to all of you watching. I'm talking to the greater man. Fuck off. It's a lot of work and a lot of time and a lot of passion and dedication over many, many years to grow good marijuana, baby. And if you're going to go out there like many of us do, and you are providing and helping the people in your local community to have access to medicine, and even if you are using it recreationally, fuck that. What's the problem? It's fucking weed. Let the good times roll. It doesn't hurt you, baby. As long as you're responsible and you're real with yourself about where you're at in terms of your consumption of anything in your life, you have a right to that. But I might need to start restricting your sugar, though. I've read a lot of papers, everybody, that I think I need to maybe start implementing laws that every citizen maybe is only allowed a certain amount of processed bleach sugars. I don't know. That might be a good thing. I think maybe if we implemented a few laws like that, that might start doing some real change. You want to help kids? Stop feeding them sugar. Don't allow these cereal companies to be putting fucking... Have you ever looked on a General Mills product at the ingredients? Sodium triphosphate is one. It's an industrial cleaning fucking product. Yes, it's mild trace elements, but it's in the fucking cereal that we're feeding children. And we're feeding children extremely processed sugars in these cereals. Go into a fucking, I challenge you, especially in Canada and America, okay? Europe, a lot of the countries in Europe, you kind of have better controlled production on your cereal, so you're lucky. But I challenge you, people here in North America, go into your grocery store. Go up to some cereal boxes. Take some pictures of the ingredients. Go home. Find some of those weird ones. If you see some weird big word that sounds a little strange, you're like, what the fuck is that shit, man? I thought it was fucking Fruit Loops or some shit. I thought there was like fruit and a loop in there. Google it. Do a little reading. That's called danger to children. And these are the fucking shit that we are fucking selling to kids. This is fucking industrial cleaning fucking products in the food in Canada that we are feeding to our young children. And they are fucking made cost effective. You can buy a giant box of this shit and feed your kid this shit all week. Could they take advantage of how we are struggling, most of us, and don't have a lot of money? So then you start feeding that. And the branding on it, little characters of like, oh, I'm a fucking leprechaun, oh, twiddly potatoes, or I'm a fucking bunny and shit. Let's go fucking beat some people up, and right? But then my fucking brand, which has nothing to do with kids, which has never been in the presence of children. It's a YouTube, it's an agricultural tech company, it's a social movement. It is a thing for adults. We've always been from the first day a adult rated channel. Everything is adult rated on this shit. Kids should not be able to access that. Technically, can a kid take a computer and start a profile? Yes. Is that my fault? Fuck no. That's called bad parenting, asshole. And motherfuckers, pay attention to your kids and grow a fucking pair of ovaries, testicles, or whatever you want to identify as. Whatever you want to say you have. Doesn't fucking matter. Genitals don't mean shit. Human soul means shit. That's what you in your heart means shit. That's called being a parent. Take care of your kids. Stop blaming the marijuana industry and the people of marijuana for the risk of, like, a kid could hypothetically eat a weed brownie if we sold it to their parents. How is that the baker's problem? How about you take care of the parent that's a dumb fucking putting their kid at risk? That's the only danger to this shit. Has nothing to do with the industry, has nothing to do with any of this. But the government does it for fear-mongering. And then it creates these laws. It fear-mongers to create these laws. But these laws aren't created for protection. They're actually created to keep the Canadian people in this country away from the people that actually could give them the good weed, to bring them the proper products, to build an industry that's both recreational, medicinal, healthy, and beneficial. And we could actually consult. They talked about how a lot of people from the Grade 3 today tried to fucking petition. Jody Emery was up in there like, can we be part of the board trying to come up with these laws? Now we're going to implement that shit. Government said, go fuck off. To every person in the industry who tried to reach out and try to say, hey, can we be part of this? Because we kind of voted it in. So, Mike, to answer your question, that's my response to that. Thank you for bringing me a beer. You can say something now.
All I gotta say is, yeah, thank you for what you just shared, because it's information people need to hear. Go out there and educate yourself. Go figure out what the laws and the rules are in your locale or state or province or wherever the hell you are, and outgrow the government. Grow your own. Be your own market. Take care of yourself. You're in your own medication. Whether you recreate or medicate, it really doesn't make a goddamn difference at the end of the day, right? And yeah, thanks for my 2 cents and being included in this one. That's important to me. And well, I love you, Josh. It's awesome.
Love you too, man.
Peace. I love it. It's just good for all of us, right?
Hell yeah. But
We
so
the Wheat Titty people.
we, the Wheat Titty people, come say, everyone, we're gonna power this one down. I know it's not that long. Normally we go for a lot longer, but guess what? I'm going to be up at 4 a.m. and take planes.
Personally, I've had 4 days of you in my head.
Yeah.
And it's about time to turn you off. I don't really mean that.
No, but yes,
Tomorrow
actually,
he goes home and it's going to be a lot more quiet around my home and my wife will talk to me again. It's beautiful.
But by day 2, he'll find himself locked in the closet listening to the recordings.
Secretly. Only by myself.
I'm just teasing of Michael.
With headphones on.
So no one knows. Secret time.
Okay, I've had enough of being a goof with you. It's been fun.
Okay, everybody. I'm going to go finish packing my suitcase, and I'm going to head on home to BC. Tomorrow, we will be back at the lab. We'll be back at the house in the woods, and we will relieve Uncle Michael from the reins of the crib, and we will, in fact, be there to bring you 8 weeks of flower. That's right. 1 week has been going by. The flushing's been happening. I've been monitoring it through, well, the phone. And, well, it's going well. We had a minor thing where one of the timers burnt out, but I had a backup. I had to, work with Uncle Michael and Mrs. Pot Squatch to help them kind of, play with the system, bring it all back, but we got it back on control, and it'll be good till we're back. And we're going to finish that shit and keep flushing and make it sexy. But anyway, everybody, thank you for tuning in to all the content throughout the cannabis Olympics here at the Harvest Prairie Medicinal Cup. Big shout out again to Pot TV, to the cannabis culture, to Jeff, and the people of his crew, and everyone who put this on today. Big shout out to everyone we got to meet at the event. Big shout out to Skin or Dab Skincare. And hey, everybody, don't be afraid to take risks. Don't be afraid to be yourself. We'll see you tomorrow in the 8 Weeks of Flower update. Much love. Goodbye.